Hello, 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 world. This is Louise Hicks, your host of Aim to Purpose Spiritual Empowerment Hour. And in this video, I'm going to talk about Snoop, Dogg, Nelly, and whoever those others were, the black ones, that is, that performed at Donald Trump's inauguration. And I've been hearing all this news about it, that he lost over 500,000 followers and that the Black community is really upset and that they're upset because he said that it was going to be anybody that performed for Trump was a clown. And also, it was said that he depicted Trump as a clown in one of his music videos. Isn't that amazing? So I thought after seeing all this, I got to talk about this just quickly a little bit because I pretty much know why they did it, and so do most people know why they did it. But I have some comments to say about it. Let me go ahead and share this ET Entertainment Tonight little clip about it because I don't want to waste a lot of time on it because it's not that relevant. It's just a distraction to keep Black people into all this rap that they are spewing within the Black community that's doing more harm than good. But it's all about the money again. So let's go ahead and share and see what Snoop had to say about Trump in 2017 versus the inauguration that he performed at. So let's share, 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 share. This is interesting, but not surprising at all.
For all the hate, I'ma answer it with love. Y'all can't hate enough on me. I love too much. We gotta learn to pick each other up instead of pulling each other down. All out till you ball out, or till you fall out.
There's plenty of fallout for Snoop Dogg after performing at Donald Trump's inauguration.
We agree to disagree a lot, and it ain't always on the same page.
Get your life right. Stop worrying about mine. I'm cool. I'm together. Still a black man. Still 100% black.
The rapper speaking out on Instagram after reportedly losing over 500,000 followers on the platform. A move triggered by angry fans who aren't cool with Snoop performing for 47.
We gotta learn to pick each other up instead of pulling each other down. That's what we great at as black people. We great at tearing each other down. You could be up one minute and they'll try to pull you down the next.
Online critics also calling out the rapper's change of heart from 2017, when Snoop condemned anyone appearing at Trump's first presidential celebration.
So ain't nobody gonna perform for Donald Trump, huh? I'm waiting. I'm gonna roast the out one of you Uncle Tom for doing it. Which one of you gonna do it first?
While Snoop's the one now getting roasted in 2025, he's not feeling any heat amid the backlash.
I'm a strong black man. I'm cut from a different cloth. Can't tear me down. I'm one of God's child, one of his children, and I'm taking the load.
Another music star on the defense, Nelly, who along with Jason Aldean and Jewel were part of last week's bash in DC. The Ride With Me rapper telling CBS News it was just another day in Hollywood.
I mean, I've been catching haters my whole career. You know what I mean? Like, I always try to think forward. I always try to stay positive and think that what I'm doing is in the best interest of uniting.
Nelly uniting and Snoop Dogg showing love in the face of divided fans.
I'ma answer it with love. Y'all can't hate enough on me. I love too much.
Okay. Snoop said y'all can't hate on him enough because he loves too much. Now, I've been around a long time. Like I say lately in my videos that I'm doing, I've been around in 1 month would be 74 years. And these rappers, for him to say what he just said and all the spewing about drugs and Black women, calling them bitches and hoes and all of this, and bringing Black women on stage at one of those award shows. That's why I don't watch them anymore, because they are worthless. I don't watch any of that because I'm working on uplifting our Black people to a higher level of consciousness, and that's something that most of these rappers do not do. He's talking about uplifting. How are you uplifting when you're degrading Black women, calling them bitches and hoes, and bringing Black women out on stage in chains? I mean, don't you think Black people have worn enough chains in slavery? So why would you want to bring Black women out and they are walking out like they are proud? Of course, I guess you paid them to do that, because some people will for the love of money, and that's scriptural. Some people for the love of money will do anything. They will even kill their mama, their daddies, or whatever for the love of money. That's what some people will do. And when I heard what Snoop had to say just now, that is nothing but hypocrisy. And I'm just calling it for what it is, because again, I am Louise Hicks, and this is Aim to Purpose Spiritual Empowerment Hour, where I am always working on bringing our people to a higher level of consciousness. That is what uplifting our people is all about. Not advocating taking drugs and killing one another, and calling Black women bitches and hoes. That's not uplifting our community. So, Snoop, you are the clown now, the clown that you said you were going to clown out. So, I can see why you lost over 500,000 viewers, because who wants to hear a person that did this for money and then want to deny it and saying you're a Black man? Of course you're a Black man. We can see that. We already know about your actions in the past and present. And that's why I did everything I could when I was raising my children not to listen to all of these rap lyrics that were advocating killing one another. We have enough of that in our community. We shouldn't be listening to all of this foolishness. It's nothing but food talk, because that's what rappers do. They talk, and not all of you, but most of you in the era that my children came up in, because my oldest one is 50, and I did everything I could to deter them from listening to all of this degradation from these rappers, because that's all they do. And you're talking about love. Where's the power? Power comes before love. Have you ever heard of 2 Timothy 1:7? That says God has not given us the spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. So where's your power? Because that's what brings about love. You got to have some power behind you. And that's what we should be working on, is getting power by building together. And Black people have enough money where we should be owners of our own educational system, because we definitely need to educate our children and stop our children from listening to all of this sexy red. I mean, this is degrading. And you're not the only ones that performed. They had Kamala Harris had Megan the Stallion, or which is a male horse, had her out there performing and doing whatever they call that so-called dance they're doing. So, I mean, we got to do better. We have to do better for our younger generation. We should be about uplifting. You call it uplifting. That is not uplifting when you're out here doing all of this food talk in your rap music, degrading your people, your community. And then you're the one out here in 2017 talking the way you were talking. And now who's the clown? Who's the clown? I guess you were talking about yourself, obviously. And I'm not angry at any of you that went out there and performed for you, because I have often told everybody in my podcast, why are you following these entertainers? Why? Because they're out for self gain. They're not trying to uplift your community. Most of them aren't. There are a few that are, but most of them aren't because they are all about the bag, as they call it. Money, for the love of money, because some people will do anything for money because they have no integrity. And if you think that you're uplifting by all of this rap, filthy music, you're not uplifting. You're creating more problems than you are doing good. And so, with that said, again, I'm Louise Hicks, and hearing this and seeing, you guys should just be honest. You did it for the money. They already said what kind of budget he had. I think they said what, 170 million. So I'm sure you guys got paid. So why be hypocritical about it? Be who you are. You have your vision and your purpose, which has not served the community in a positive way with your music lyrics. Now, you have done some other positive things, Snoop. I know you have because I lived in Long Beach. My kids grew up in Long Beach and for a good portion of their life. So I know who you are. And I know you've done some good things, but this, come on. After what you said in 2017 about the clown, the jigaboo, I think you called it in a longer version of what was shared here on ET. So come on, be who you are and stop being a hypocrite because that's what I call it. I'm like, what's his name? Bishop Bullwinkle, who has passed on now. Hell to the no, no. Hell to the no, no. Hypocrites for the love, and you love. Remember, power comes before love. So if you want to uplift, help put some power in the Black community. Then the love will automatically come because God knows there needs to be more uplifting and more of a sound mind in the. So remember that, Snoop, Nelly, and all the rest of you Black people that performed at the inauguration. Because we have too much money going through our hands, $1.6 trillion, and we don't have any substantial communities with our own banks, our own educational system, our own manufacturing industries, and more importantly, education, 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 knowledge, knowledge, our history. This is Black History Month, and we should be elevating, 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 learning our history, reading. Go and read Black Labor, White Wealth. Go and read Powernomics. Go and read Dirty Little Secrets. Go and read some Marcus Garvey. Go and learn about Fannie Lou Hamer. Some Black kids have graduated from college and they don't even know who Fannie Lou Hamer is. We need to teach our children about our ancestors that fought hard for us. And many of us now, we don't even give those our children the education that they should have so that they won't be distracted. Because a lot of this stuff is nothing but distractions and symbolism. And we should be about economics, uplifting, not that kind of uplifting, though, with these rap lyrics, because that's not uplifting. That's pulling us down because a lot of young people are listening to that stuff. Think about the 5-year-olds and 6-year-olds, whatever age, 4 and 5-year-olds that this 22-year-old ballet teacher wanted them to hear some ballet music. And what did they want to hear? Sexy Red. What are you teaching your children, parents? Do you want your children to remain in poverty and expecting government crumbs the rest from generation to generation? We got to take accountability and responsibility for our behavior and not let it be all about the money. Let it be about some character, some integrity, some teaching of your children, some sound mind, some power, because the love will follow. So again, I'm Louise Hicks, and I just had to elaborate on that when I saw all of this nonsense, food talk. I said, subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. Thumbs up, give it a like so you can push it out to others because we gotta elevate ourselves. We gotta take accountability and responsibility for our own actions so that we can have the needs of our communities met and stop sitting around worrying about who's president and lack. Because if we had some good presidents on both sides, Black people wouldn't be out here fighting injustices. So the Democratic and the Republican Party, they're one snake with two heads. That's all they are. One snake with two heads. So it's up to us to elevate ourselves and stop looking to these old white men to elevate and do something for our community because they're not going to. So we better do it for ourselves. That's what we got to do. And the way to do it is to unify and watch how we're spending our money, invest on something that's going to give you a return on your investment, like stocks and real estate, becoming entrepreneurs, teaching your children about entrepreneurship, teaching your children about money habits, spending money, and how we're spending our money. That's what I've been teaching my children. Buy them books, take them to the library, take the time for your children. That's what I did. My kids didn't sit around idle in the summertime. I made them go to the library and read books and write book reports, not let them sit around with their minds being idle. And I raised them a majority of the time as a single parent. And I do have a bachelor's degree in social work, and I have my own consulting business. I'm an author. I didn't sit around having a pity party. And that's what some of us are doing, not having a pity party. And what purpose do you think you came to the planet for? What about a vision? And thinking about what you're going to leave to your children when you leave here, the legacy, the generational wealth, so they don't have to beg and wait on the government to keep us in our place. I know what I'm talking about because I've been there and done that in housing discrimination, job discrimination, educational discrimination. At 74, I've been there and I've seen it. And when I hear people talk like what Snoop just said and Nelly, uh, hell to the no, no. Go listen to that song, Hypocrites. Ridiculous. Anyhow, subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. Leave your comments and give it a thumbs up, give it a like, and please share, share, share. Because these type of videos need to be shared instead of all of this foolishness that's hurting us and it's not helping us, because we need to unify in a positive way, not all this negativity and all this negative rap lyrics. It's ridiculous and it's a disgrace to the Black community. And let's do better. Let's teach our children our history so they can do better and they won't be blindsided by all of these distractions to keep you in your place. That's all it is from the white supremacists. And we are too brilliant and too melanated of a people to continue on that destructive path. And with that said, again, I'm Louise Hicks. Share, 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 subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. Thumbs up, give it a like, and just let's do better. Because always remember, your power lies within you. Let it loose because your destiny is your command. And with that said, much love. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.